Well, the holiday season is upon us, bringing joy and celebration, but for many, it also brings a lot of stress. Americans are more anxious about the holidays than last year. This is according to the latest American Psychiatric Association poll among U.S. adults. 41% say they anticipate more stress related to the holidays this year than last year. So here with us to discuss holiday stress management is Sweetser's Chief Program Officer, Kristie Worster. Kristie, thank you so much for being here because this is such a timely topic and it's just kind of really big. So let's digest it a little bit. What are some of the main sources of holiday stress that people experience?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Absolutely. Well, the holidays are a wonderful time of year, but also it's time-based stress, right? So it's kind of unique. It's very normal to have holiday-related stress, and there are things we can do to manage our well-being. So the most common areas of stress that I see related to the holidays are things like financial stress, managing social obligations, family dynamics, just having changes in our schedules, right? The time you go grocery shopping every week may be inundated with more shoppers and stress us out. Also, I like to recognize that there's a lot more recognition of losses for folks, right? So those are the kind of things that we see.
So, yeah, obviously, I mean, you're celebrating with family, and if there's not a family member there, that can be difficult, plus sometimes family dynamics. Yes. That can set things off. So how do we set healthy boundaries?
Yeah, so I think sometimes folks think that setting healthy boundaries can mean that you actually are, self-centered or you don't care about people around you, but actually setting healthy boundaries means that not only do you care about yourself, but you care about others as well, and so I think that's really important. Boundaries are very personal. They look different for everyone, but some examples of healthy boundaries, particularly at the holidays, could be doing things like showing up a little bit late to that event because it's too long for you, or you've had a long day at work and you have a holiday event. It could be leaving a little bit early, and that spills over to things like the social obligations that you might have. Also, budgeting, very important for many people. They feel the obligation to give the same type of gift or give more gifts. It's okay to say things like suggest a $5 limit or a certain amount of things, or a Yankee swap, or even say I'm just doing cards this year. Whatever's going to work for you and your family and friends. I also think things like traditional boundaries, traditions based, right? So, we have to have some grace with ourselves. We get focused on traditions and, we have a lot going on. So, this year I'm very excited about the holidays, but some years I can be a little grinchy. And so I may have to, forego or modify a tradition and then give it my all the next year. I think that's important. Setting expectations around what kind of things we talk about if we're the hosts. So giving some grace around those things. Those are some examples that come to mind.
Quickly before we go, I just want to give people at home the information if they need help, mental health help around the holidays. How do they do that? Where can they find it?
Yeah, so at Sweetser, we actually run a peer support line that can be very helpful this time of year if you are struggling and want just somebody to talk to and process some of your feelings. You can call that line and talk to somebody. I also like to remind folks, if you or someone you love is struggling more so and feel like you're in a crisis, to please call 988. It's a 24-hour service, and that includes on the holidays. So whether it's 2 in the morning or it's a Christmas Day or New Year's Eve, you can call that line and someone is always available to support you.
All right, Kristie Worster, thank you so much for joining us. We just had that information up on the screen, so hopefully everybody at home had a chance to jot that down. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.